Hi guys, welcome back to my amazing kitchen. And if you are new here, kindly join the amazing family by subscribing. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my favorite Ghanaian soup. Yes, this is Nkatenkwan, peanut butter soup or groundnut soup. And I love to enjoy this soup with some imutuwe or rice balls. My version is so simple, so let's get right into it. I'm making some chicken peanut butter soup and I'm using chicken wings. I also have 3 pieces of smoked chicken. I have my mushrooms. And I also have my peanut butter and try to use a very good quality peanut butter for this soup. And we will also be needing some rosemary, grains of celery, star anise, fresh tomatoes and some fresh basil leaves. We also need a tarragon, tomato paste, 1 chopped onion and my homemade soup seasoning. This contains aniseed, fennel seeds, fenugreek and a couple of natural spices. I plan to share this with you very soon. And lastly, we will need my homemade all-purpose marinade. I am going to make the base for my soup and I do that by adding my homemade all-purpose marinade to my blender. If you don't have my homemade all-purpose marinade, just use some ginger, garlic, onion, pepper and add your basil leaves, your rosemary, and your tarragon. If you have fresh tarragon, you may use that as well. I'm now going to add the rest of my homemade all-purpose marinade or my ginger paste and blend everything together. I did it this way so that I will have the leaves in the middle. It helps with the blending. Blend it until it becomes very smooth, just like this, a smooth thick paste, and add it to your chicken. You may use any protein of your choice, but I just love chicken wings. It's my favorite cut of chicken. That's why I'm using it for this soup. I'm going to add my soup seasoning, my chopped onion, my grains of celery, also known as huentia or negro pepper, and then my star anise. I also added 2 fresh medium-sized tomatoes, and I'm going to salt it. At this stage, you want to salt it generously because we are going to add a lot of liquid to the soup as it cooks, and so you want to make sure that your meat is well seasoned. I rinsed my blender with a little bit of water and added it to my chicken. Now I'm going to stir everything until this chicken is well coated with all the lovely marinade we put on there. I am going to cover and allow it to cook on medium-low heat. Whilst the base for our soup is on there, I'm going to work on my peanut butter and I'm going to add a little bit of tomato paste to it. Just a little bit is all you need, and I will list all the ingredients and the measurements down below. Now mix the peanut butter with your tomato paste until it is well mixed. And when it is well mixed, you are going to add some boiling water to it and stir it until it is totally loosened, and you will see that in a minute. This is exactly the consistency you want your peanut butter mixture to be like. I'm going to cook my peanut butter mixture until oil begins to settle on top. You want to stir continually and you will see that it changes from stage to stage. Don't make the mistake of covering it or leaving it unattended. As it continues to cook, it's going to splatter really bad, so you want to be very careful and gentle with this mixture. And whilst our peanut butter mixture is cooking, I'm going to take out my tomatoes, which is now cooked, and I'm going to blend it and add it back to my chicken. When making peanut butter soup, the tomatoes are just there to enhance the peanut butter. So you don't want to use a lot of tomatoes. If not, your Nkatenkwan is going to become light soup with peanut butter taste. Give it a good mix, cover and allow it to cook for about 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes it should be looking something like this. And now we are going to add our cooked peanut butter mixture. I rinsed my pan with some hot water and added it to my soup. I like my soup very light, so I added water according to how light I wanted it. So if you prefer your soup to be very thick, you may add more or less of the water. Just have in mind that peanut butter soup thickens whilst it cooks and whilst it cools down after it is cooked. So you don't want to make it too thick from the start. Next, I add in my smoked chicken, and I didn't add it from the beginning because it is partially cooked and didn't want to overcook it. And now on a very low heat, we are going to allow the soup to simmer for about 40 minutes. But 20 minutes into the cooking time, I'm going to add my mushrooms. I'm using chestnut mushrooms, but you may use any mushrooms of your choice, or even omit it if you don't like mushrooms. Now all we do is to give it a good stir and allow it to cook gently on medium-low heat until the soup is cooked. And when the soup is cooked, this orange foamy thing on the surface will all be gone and the oil will settle on top of the soup. Cooking on low heat is what will ensure that your chicken stays intact and doesn't fall apart. We have been cooking this soup for quite some time now, and as you can see, everything is still in good shape. I also added 1 habanero pepper off camera because I needed a little bit of heat, and I also skimmed off the excess oil. And just like that, our peanut butter soup is ready to be served with some hot rice balls. And I like to garnish my soup with more of the fresh basil. I think basil is what they call in Ghana akoko mesa. It's really nice and it complements chicken so well in soups and in stews. So guys, remember that cooking should always be fun and exciting. So try to cook each meal with love and see it radiate through the hearts of your family. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye.